holds the key to your life? Who holds the key to your future? Who holds the key to your children's future? Hey, this is Rosemary Nonny Knight. I am the Prosperity Minister. I equip people to prosper in all areas of life, relationships, health, wealth, and purpose-driven work. Okay, I do believe that prosperity is in fact your birthright, and really there are just certain things that you need to get out of the way, and there's certain things you need to do. And once you add those two things together, action and internal clarity, honey, it is impossible for you not to prosper in all your ways. Okay, so that is me, and the question I'm asking you today is, who holds the key to your future as well as to your children's future? Think about this. People don't always realize just how much power, like the media has over you, in terms of the pictures that you are seeing in your mind when you watch TV, you watch the news, you watch all that stuff. It is implanting pictures inside of your mind, okay, of things that you may say, yeah, this is actually happening around the world. Okay, great. People are writing stories and things, and you're reading those stories, not just the media. Hello, Shay. How you doing, my honey? Lovely to have you here, honey. Lovely, 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 lovely. Cool. But this is the thing. The thing. There's so many people informing the pictures in your mind. The pictures in your mind. Yes, I thought that was what you meant, but it came out as Mel, so it was okay. I thought, okay, maybe a little tweak of the thumb there. It's all good. But this is it. Okay, pictures in your mind. Now, I say to clients, and I'll say to you right now, that your imagination is incredibly important. It is a superpower. The pictures you carry in your mind determine what you allow yourself to do. Yeah, I thought it was, Shay. It's all good. The pictures you carry in your mind, let me emphasize this to you. The pictures you are picturing in your imagination are controlling what you allow yourself to do. So if you are not taking responsibility for what you put inside of your mind and what you allow yourself to picture, who is? Because it is determining what you do next. It is determining what you get out of life. It is determining your future. If you are carrying, it's like you might watch a movie, just a nice, happy, clappy family movie, all about how the man, he had a choice between being a family man, looking after all his children at home and giving up the big career because, if you go with the big career, then of course that must mean that you are going to give up on your family. And so we all leave the movie with a nice, happy family song. And he gave up the big career because he's now going to, oh my gosh, stay at home with his children and be the family man that he's always wanted to be. And oh my gosh, the tears. Basically. and so we take a story like that, and it's like you start to envision that somehow going after your vision, going after your big idea, it's either or. Either you go after your big idea or you go after having great relationships with your children. It's either or. You cannot have both. You cannot have both. Oh no. And so it's a picture that somebody else has planted into your mind that now makes you pull back from playing full out after your purpose, playing full out after your vision, because you think in some way that makes you selfish. But it's a picture that somebody else planted inside of your mind. Laugh out loud, absolutely. It is a picture somebody else planted inside of your mind, okay? That is almost like a cheesy one, but at the same time, it is an example that a lot of you are patterning your lives on. You're patterning your lives on what some movie you watched, who knows when, basically. Or I remember actually going to watch, what's it called? The King of New York, or King of New York? A lion, Wolf, yes. Wolf of New York. I remember going to watch that movie, and I really did. The movie itself was okay? But it felt sickening in some ways to me. Why? Because I could see through all of that, okay? I could see through all of it, but I could see that actually lots of people are going to be sitting in this cinema, watching this movie, telling themselves that, oh yeah, look at that. Look at what will happen if I go after what I want. Look at what will happen if I choose to make lots of money. I will become that wolf of wolves, and all the rich people in the world are like this. And, and it's a picture somebody else has planted in your mind. Now, okay, it's supposed to be about this guy's life. We don't actually really know the whole story. Maybe it was. Maybe that's how he was. Who cares? What pictures are you allowing in your mind? Because watching a thing like that, I came out of there feeling quite sad, actually, for the people who will just take that picture into their imagination and it will just lodge itself somewhere in there. You won't even know that you're still reacting to Wolf of New York, okay? You just won't allow yourself to do certain things because you'll think that if I do that and then I get rich or I get to live out my purpose and I get to live out my vision, I might lose all my friends. I will become an evil person. I will start acting like a crazy person. But you're not thinking this consciously. Somebody has just taken over the pictures in your mind. And so you just go along with it. Your imagination is a superpower. Are you actually taking full responsibility for it? Are you actually truly aware of what is getting placed in your mind? Or in our children's minds, guys? Because I sometimes think, you know what? There is almost like a rhetoric that we're given in the regular world of this is your station in life and this is where you're supposed to stay forever. And you know what, I don't, maybe it's politically incorrect, I don't care, but you know, people of color, okay, people like me, there's a rhetoric being placed in your mind as well, okay? The media is placing a rhetoric in your mind about how you're hard done by. And it's a picture you've placed in your mind that you don't even realize that you're still living to. It is part of the past, but you're still living to it because you haven't taken the time to actually ask yourself, what am I truly believing? What am I actually picturing? You're walking around, you're scared that people are going to take advantage of you because you're of color. You're worried that, you know what, I'm not diminishing the things that do happen. I don't want to diminish any of that. Absolutely not. However, if you are holding yourself back from fully going full out after the things you desire because you think that, oh, you know, except you're not even thinking though. For most people, you're not thinking because this picture has been lodged in your mind so deep that you don't realize that almost every single thing you do is based around the picture in your mind, but you can't even, because everybody around you has the same picture. You're all watching the same stuff, listening to the same stuff, complaining about the same stuff. And so you all think you're justified. Whereas there are people who do not have the same picture as you, who are somehow making it, okay? Somehow getting the life that they desire, having the relationships that they desire, having all the health that they desire. But somehow you and your little, you know, clan, you begin to think that you are the whole world because you've been fed pictures that you've never questioned. Your imagination is a superpower. If you are picturing in some ways, there's no point me pushing myself too much. You won't even realize you're doing this, but you will hold back from doing things that will take you out of your comfort zone. You will hold back because there's a part of you that thinks, what is the point? People like me do not get to do this. Or people like them are evil, so I better not become like them. People that, you know, or God, you know, your pictures may come from your religious organization telling you that God doesn't want you to prosper or something. Well, they usually say that He does want you to prosper, but in a certain way. You have to play small in order to prosper because, you know, you have to become small so that He becomes big. And, you know, He's obviously jealous of you if you play full out. Really? When you say it like that, do you hear how crazy it sounds? But it's a picture you have in your mind and you're living into it every single day if you do not get very deliberate about checking what am I actually believing to be true? Do I need to change the pictures in my mind, and who am I allowing access to my mind? I really need you guys to think about this. Really think about this, particularly for you all that have children. We're bringing up a new generation of people. What are we allowing into their mind? What are we allowing into their mind? Because they will live into that over and over and over again. And it's time that we break generational pass-me-downs that are not helpful. Okay? So your imagination is a superpower. Who holds the key to your future? Are you taking full responsibility for it? There's something that I'm doing at the moment called the reality check, okay? Because I was just thinking about all of this stuff yesterday, and I got to thinking about how sometimes people are working their butts off, especially us in this community. You know, we work hard. It's not that we shy away from hard work. We don't shy away from it. But you do shy away from figuring out what is going on under the surface. And so I have people saying, you know what, I've been working hard and I've been doing all this stuff and somehow things are not working for me. And then I just, you know, a few questions, looking into the internal stuff, the stuff that most people don't want to actually look at. And, you know, with a few questions, I can already tell you this is why. Let's just be real about this. This is why you are stuck in place. This is why you cannot move forward. And Shay says, thanks for the reminder. As you're talking, I just remembered to go get pictures online and magazines to help my brain. Yes, absolutely. We have to take responsibility for what we put in our mind. Okay. So yeah, so very well done, Shay. But this is it. Sometimes you need a reality check. Yeah, you do. Okay. Not you specifically, Shay. But whoever, you are working your bum off, you're not getting the breakthrough that you know that you've earned in some ways, okay? There's other stuff that needs to be looked at. So this is my invitation to you, and it's only open until Sunday when I get back home, okay? And it's called Reality Check. It's going to be a 90-minute, really deep dive, intensive, let me tell you why you're stuck. Let me give you ideas on how to get unstuck and give you a path forward, okay? And it's at rosemarylonlienight.com/reality check. Now, it really isn't for every single person on the planet. It is for those who are done with just kind of struggling and hitting your head against a brick wall and not quite getting to where you want to go, okay? Not quite getting to where you want to go, and you're done with banging your head against the ceiling. Ooh, let's see. I'm healing from a traumatic brain injury, yeah, where the frontal cortex and obstacle lobe and other portions of my brain were damaged in the wreck. Gosh, honey. And I feel like there's such a big story going on with you, Shay. I really want to know what's happening. These are parts of the brain responsible for imagination. Wow. So I'm having to go above and beyond to start to create my future again. It is critical that you do. I get that, honey, because your imagination, it's so important to you. It's so important to you. So yeah, please do whatever you need to do to rebuild that side of you. My goodness, honey, oh my gosh, how, oh, anyway, I know you can't completely talk about what happened with that, but honey, I keep every so often you pop into my mind and I just send you prayers and healing and everything. So I just know that you're going to come back fully healed. I just know it. So don't you dare give up or give in. You just keep doing what you need to do, and it is coming together for you, honey. I speak this one. I know it, absolutely know it deep down in my soul that this is even a turning point for you, okay? This is a turning point for you, Shay. So don't you dare get off the path, okay? Don't you dare get off the path. That's fine. Occipital lobe, okay? Okay. Shay, hear the word, okay? Okay, I'm sending you much, much, much amazing love for sure, but I'm keeping you in my mind, and I know this is a turning point for you, okay? Okay. Okay, so reality check for everyone and everyone else. Reality check, 90 minutes, let's hang out together, you and I, deep dive. I will tell you what's what, okay? The stuff, so only come if you're willing to face what you're avoiding, though, okay? Because I will be blunt, I will be very direct, I will be very swift. So yeah, I've had people I get on the phone with and they're like, oh, please be gentle with me. And I'm like, honey, gentle has not got you where you want to go, man. So if you're looking for gentle, this is not it. What I am doing here is literally, I want you to prosper, okay? I want you to prosper, so I will be very blunt, very clear, very straight to the point with you. And in that 90 minutes, you will have some kind of shift because you'll be like, oh my gosh, I can see. And it probably will be not the work, because I know you work hard. It's not going to be the work. It's going to be something from your past. It's going to be something, some kind of crazy relationship that you're still hanging on to. It's going to be some kind of familiar spirit or something that you've kind of associated with in ways that you shouldn't have, basically, or that, at one point we're fine, but right now it's not fine no more. And it's going to be all something. I'm telling you right now, so it's going to be something internal, okay? But then, yes, we will also put practical plans in place for you to move forward. If there's anything that I see that you're not doing practically, because a lot of people think they're working hard, but actually they're thinking hard, okay? Thinking very hard, but not really necessarily turning that thinking into action. And I will point that out to you. In that 90 minutes, you will have a shift. So if you're ready for a reality check, you need to pop over to rosemarylonlienight.com/reality check. And let me speak life into you, because, honey, you do deserve to prosper in all of your ways. And I want it for you. Because it's people like us that need to rise up, and let's start changing lives and changing the world just by being our very own true selves, okay? You don't need to be anything other than who you are, but you need to be all of you, okay? You need to be all of you, because that is how we change the world for ourselves, for our children, and for our children's children, and for our communities. And, it's all this complaining about government and who did what and who did the other. Where are you in the middle of it? Guess where you are. You are overthinking and not fully living to the fullness of your potential. Some of y'all have music in you, you have art in you, you have all kinds of things. You are the ones supposed to be putting pictures in people's heads, but where is it? Where are they? You're scared and you're playing small. Enough. If you're ready for a reality check, it's not for everyone. If you're ready for a reality check, then let's have a conversation, okay? RosemaryNonnyKnight.com/reality check. Looking forward to speaking to you if this draws you in. Go over, have a look. Until the next time, Shay, have a great, amazing rest of your day. I know it's fairly early for you where you are. You're healing. Oh my gosh. One day you'll look back at this period of time. I just know it. And it'll be like, oh my gosh, that was when everything changed for me. Okay? So just own that. Just know that. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. And then for everyone else, much, actually, Anshe, much amazing, amazing, amazing love. Hear the love in my heart for all of y'all. Share this with somebody else. Share, 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 share. It's time for you to rise up and shine your light to get the reality check you need. Change your imagination around to where it's supposed to be. It is time to rise. Until the next time, my honeys, much love. Bye. You are too welcome, Shay. Too welcome. Okay.